This conference will now be recorded.
All right, the publication went out, everything needed to be done for the public hearing on this.
Mm-hmm. Except I thought it was 5:55, but that could be wrong.
Yeah.
5:55, right? I thought you said 5:50.
No,
Sorry.
5:55.
Okay, then we're good.
Okay, Dennis and Mike, first thing we're gonna have is gonna be a public hearing, so it's gonna be formed. And it's for the property located at 1515 South Meridian Road. It's where that, it was either an accounting firm or some sort of financial planner south of Cunningham a little bit. Now it's owned by, lawn care by Walter, correct?
Correct.
And they've been talking to Frank about a pre-annexation agreement. And I didn't think it'd really be controversial now, so I went ahead and okayed the public hearing without it coming to the committee first, because I thought it'd be fairly straightforward. And as soon as we get another person, we'll open it up and we'll take some testimony from the applicant. Probably won't be anybody online, and be then in the public hearing. So I just want to explain to you why I did it without you guys hearing it first. I thought a minor issue I think they wanted to move on this just to get the pre-annexation sooner as opposed to later.
Would you like me to call her?
You can, I talked to him about 4 or 5 days ago, and he kind of apologized about not being able to make the special one. So I got the impression, and I said, well, it's okay, it was special, you can't plan it. Our next one's regularly scheduled. He didn't give me any indication he wasn't coming, and I thought the way he was talking, he would be here.
Yes.
But do you have a cell phone for him, or?
No, just a moment.
You can try, I mean, he might be thinking 6 o'clock too,
Oh,
so,
that's what I was thinking.
That's a typo.
Okay.
but it's only a few more minutes, a couple, so.
Good enough. I'll tell a couple of Tom mentioned that to Kelly.
Is that where FS is?
Just south, or just north rather of us.
Okay,
FS is south of the tracks, and we're just north of the tracks. It starts at the railroad tracks and runs all the way to Cunningham.
okay.
There's a financial planner there before you bought it, right?
It was 2HB.
She did human resource packages to large corporations, and then before that was like a financial institution.
Okay, that's the one I said, that's the one that built it, then, the financial.
No, it was built by Farm Credit.
Farm credit?
Yeah,
Oh.
Farm Credit built it.
ATI was in there for a while. I think there was somebody else in there for a while too.
So you're familiar with the property? then?
Yeah.
Obviously you are.
Mm-hmm.
All this time I thought Walter was the first name.
A lot of-
But I saw the application as I was reviewing it.
Yeah. a lot of-
I've been wrong for many years.
That way you can continue on to other Walters when I decide to step away.
Has anybody logged in to, you know, well, Mary, can there be a public hearing with,
I have always been under the impression that yes, because it's just,
this?
it's not a meeting,
Okay.
it's just a hearing. It's just trying to look that up.
We'll argument at least 3 more minutes.
We've done it before. I'm not saying that made it right. The public hearing or whatever. One second.
Somebody's coming in or they're dropping off their water bill, is what they're doing, or water payment. Okay, we're 6:05. You think we're okay to go ahead?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to open the public hearing with respect to an issue of zoning map amendment to change zoning on pre-annexation of property located at 1515 South Meridian Road. Who's gonna speak to that?
I can.
Okay, please identify who you are.
Mark
And-
Walter.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Mark Walter, co-owner of Lawn Care by Walter, and we are occupying the premises. We have joint ownership and for the use of operating our lawn care and landscaping business.
And it's currently zoned by the county as general industrial.
Correct.
And you want to annex into the village of Winnebago if the village ever gets that far?
Yes.
And I guess why and what type of zoning do you want from the village?
Well, I think similar type of zoning. Currently, we have added a couple of storage buildings out there. I'd like to also set up some retained areas for like storing topsoil and mulch and salt in the winter time. And was looking at doing like the canvas covered, the concrete blocks or shipping containers, and then with the framework with I guess the fabric structures, I guess is what it is, just keep the weather and stuff off the materials.
Okay. And if you are to be annexed into a municipality, you'd rather be village of Winnebago than some other municipality, is that what you're thinking? I guess, why are you wanting to get into the village?
Well, I think the village is looking for growth for one thing, and Winnebago County sometimes, I wonder if they are. Before I purchased that property, I went to them to find out and explain to them what our needs would be and that type of thing. And I was told at that time that I could build anything I want as long as it was under 7 stories. And that was it because of the zoning. Then later found out that I could not have any gravel storage areas or lots for trucks or anything like that. It had all be asphalt or concrete. And that was a huge expense that we hadn't been planning on. Whereas everything within a 2-mile radius going in any direction has got gravel drives.
Okay. The current uses of the properties out there.
Yeah, and obviously, we want, with our business, we want something that's gonna be appealing, both from road and stuff, but also inviting customers and that. We do periodically little get-togethers and stuff where we'll have a food vendor come in and stuff and just invite the general public and our customer base, and that's been very successful. So, we're not looking to develop an eyesore or anything like that. Our reputation has been built on cleanliness and things looking nice, and that's our goal, is to continue to do that without having to go through unnecessary expenses.
Okay.
You mentioned that you jointly own it, but the petition is from MDDGS Enterprises LLC?
That's us.
That's us, that's
Yeah.
our other business.
Yeah,
Okay. And may I have your name, please?
Deborah Walter.
Do you have any questions?
Did you see your property comes all the way to Cunningham?
yes.
Okay.
Kind of narrows up as it gets towards Cunningham
Sure.
and then widens up as it goes to the
Between
south.
Meridian and the trucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's homeowner back in behind there to the west too,
Right.
that's got horse and stuff, but pretty much all the way to the tracks, so.
Can you think of anything else, Mary?
Has there been, and I understand nobody's here, and I gave notice to all the neighbors, but if you had any communication from any of the neighbors or commentary or anything?
Nothing in a negative form, I mean, we have them stop by,
Yeah, actually, we have to stop by because they like what we're doing,
Just-
so we want to see
Yeah.
the inside, you know, because we've done a lot of painting and all of our buildings were matching, so everything matches. I don't want something that's black over here and red over here, I want it all to be uniform. So we've actually had a lot of them stop in just to see what we've done.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, because sometimes in smaller communities, they will, when they get the notice, they might go stop by because people are just friendly, you know?
Yeah.
They will ask you, hey, what are you doing, or can you explain this? And I just wondered if you had any of that.
Sure. And actually, when we had our open house last August, which we will do again, that was our 1 year anniversary, we had quite a few people from Winnebago stop out because they were interested in what we did, and we actually got some customers from it as well.
Dennis, you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
And then you're aware that the village's zoning and building codes, if, once the pre-annexation would happen, that's what would govern for your
Correct.
property. And that you would be agreeing by the terms of the annexation agreement that at such time that the property were to become contiguous, that then you would annex to the village. And that once you have a pre-annexation agreement with the village or anybody else for that matter, then nobody else can come and annex you.
Correct.
I figured you knew that, but I just want to make sure that that's clear, because sometimes people are confused as far as, well, what exactly does this pre-annexation mean?
Yeah, we may, I don't know, put some, start a few trees and stuff like that back out in the green space too, but that's gonna be down the road if it ever happens at all, so.
Okay, Kelly, no one is online with respect to this hearing, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I would close the hearing then. Thank you for being here. We do not have a quorum, so we can't vote on it.